And action! Hello there, welcome back to a brand new cinematic episode with yours truly, the CLJ. Keeping my cinematic director's chair warm and toasty, just like summer of 2025. Let's cut to the chase. Strap yourselves in. We're going back in time. That's right, back in time. Back to 1995, 1995, Great Scott Docks, where we will rap about my cherry pick favorites that hit the theaters 30 years ago. Some of the albums that we're going to rap over are several Oscar Academy Award winners, live action, 3D, animated, and the rest are personal beloved favorites. These are cherry picks, so I'm not going to list every single movie in 1995. Several mentioned are debatable due to mixed to even negative reviews, overall paying the scan. Now, let's get to the cinematic drum roll. Welcome to 1995, my time traveling dogs. Oh, heads up, try not to run into your 1995 selves. Don't want no space time continuum compilations, stipulations, constipations, or alternate 2025. We good? Good. Okie dokie, now let's get to the meat of this. Excellent adventure. In the ABC order, and not their actual release date, respectfully. Plus, we're from the future, so you already know. Let's begin. Now, showing a Goofy movie. Apollo 13. Bad Boys. Balto. Batman Forever. Braveheart. Casper. Congo. Clueless. Dead Presidents. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Friday. Grumpier Old Men. Higher Learning. Jumanji. Major Pain. Money Train. Mortal Kombat. Strange Days. The Brady Bunch Movie. The Indian in the Cupboard. Tommy Boy. Toy Story. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Yeah, you heard me right. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Yeah, that's that. That's all of them. Because if I give this list any more, Captain, the whole ship's going to explode. All those listed, I would have literally made a new home in the theaters because that's 23 cherries listed. Meanwhile, last year I saw about 9 outside of the lockdown. Now, during the lockdown years, about 1. I know and remember that no more than 3 theatrical from 2012 to 2019. It's about 3 of them. But literally throughout the whole lockdown, about 1, and that's the Sonic movies. But 2024, 9. Yes, 9. Yeah, it's time to put on my conspiracy hat on. So during the whole lockdown, 1 to none. As we got out the lockdown, boom, bam, slam, hot damn, abundance in theaters. Yep, to be fair, 2024 was lightning in the bottle. Because even during the 2012 and 2019, it was just 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then this year, it's back to nothing again. Now to get critical. Docs, for me personally, to list 23 theatrical movies in the same calendar year, whereas back to this year, to 2025, not one. Yes, not one. I want to see or counting on. Now, F1 with Brad Pitt and Mortal Kombat 2 are becoming contenders, but one is going to be with the family and the other one is just going to be on Blu-ray, to be honest. So just one with Mortal Kombat 2 with the fam. In 1995, 23 movies. Telling y'all, it would have been Home 2, Home Away from Home. 23 movies in 1 year, that's way over abundance. Which proves that Hollywood in 2025, time to get real with ourselves and critical with ourselves. Since 2008, Hollywood became stagnant, limp, and pathetic. Nobody can brag about making home to 23 movies since 2008. The only thing that's popping and happening in cinemas are cinematic universes, which are coming stale, reboots, which are just lame, and remakes, which are just pathetic. So, boo and boo. Get this buster off the stage. Boo. It's time to get serious here. Real talk. It's very sad that the kids these days and their generations have nothing to look forward to. They got nothing. They got nothing to be inspired. They got nothing. All they got is pretty much what they got on their smartphone and tablet and laptop. Where's their Saturday morning cartoons? Where's their 1995? Where's their, as you see on this image, where's this Mr. Rogers? Where's their light-hearted, upbeat, positive, and where is their beacon of hope? Where is their beacon of cinematic hope, entertainment hope, inspiration hope? Where is their good, healthy, hearty, and wholesome entertainment hope, enthusiasm hope? Where, oh where is hope is at? Let's compare here for a bit. You and I would have been in the theaters and loving every single trailer, promo, preview, and the film itself. We had it good, very good. That's why we need to step up to the plate and provide Gen Z and Alpha and the future generations same entertainment, enthusiasm, and excitement. What good for these kids and teenagers listening to our childhoods? Meanwhile, these kids' childhoods are bleak, reran, and left in the dark. If these kids have no childhoods, what will their adulthoods be? It really is time for us to step up to the plate and start serving instead of complaining about how good our childhoods used to be. And now it's time for us to return back to 2025, docs. Yes, I know I listed mixed to negative and very, very debatable and even historically inaccurate, but these are all about getting the triple E and the single I of all this. Entertainment, enthusiasm, excitement, and inspiration. Plus, if your works had the ability to grab my attention, maybe we forget about what's going on in the real world, you, sir and ma'am, are a plus gold medal superstar. Thank you very much. Hollywood, please do that 180. Where is that renaissance? Because the kids these days and teenagers are malnutritious and missing out. It's not fair for them to have next to nothing. No wonder they're glued to their smartphones, tablets, and laptops. 30 years ago, we kids and teenagers and adults had grand buffets. What do they have? Hopes and vapor. Time for the conclusion. Thank you for time traveling with me. Hope that you all had a most excellent adventure and journey. Until the next cinematic with CLJ. Happy watching. And God, that is a wrap, Jack.